Hi everyone, my name is Matt Aquilina with Nexus Baseball, and this is Safe Baseball, where I quickly cover your questions about injury prevention when training for baseball. Today I'm looking at what the general consensus is on what causes pitching injuries. Opinions among coaches and commentators range from overwork, underwork, too many weights, too much velocity, or improper mechanics. The biggest focus over the past 40 years by far has been workload, with the move from the 4-man rotation to the 5-man rotation, lowering starter workload with the goal of increased effectiveness, safety, and longevity. This evolved into managing inning levels and finally pitch counts and even pitch limits to protect the health of pitchers. I go into great detail on the history of these measures in the book Plague of the Gods. The link to it is in the video description below. All of these measures, although having lowered shoulder injuries, have done nothing to prevent elbow injuries and Tommy John surgery. In fact, with the culmination of all of these workload reduction measures in the last 10 years, they have coincided perfectly with the Tommy John epidemic and the explosion of elbow injuries across the major leagues and amateur baseball. This has led to the reverse being called a culprit, underwork or inconsistent work. Velocity has been looked at also as a culprit, as fastball speeds have been increasing steadily for almost 20 years. But on the same hand, fastball usage rates are at their lowest of all time. Millions of dollars have been invested in research. Most teams now run their own performance training labs, tracking pitching mechanics on the field and off in extreme slow motion. This is aided by computer reconstructions and motion capture technologies that would make a Hollywood studio envious. Dozens of scientific studies on the motion have been completed, but they too have come to conflicting conclusions on the ideal mechanics and even what parts of the body have the greatest impact on pitch velocity. What must be determined is whether this pressure to reach the limits of human capability is the culprit for the increasing injury rates, or if there is another factor that has been thus far overlooked or unrecognized by the professionals. In the next Safe Baseball video, I will be looking at if throwing is a natural motion. Remember, if you like the content, please subscribe. See you next time at Nexus Baseball.